What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be looking at the 84 rated Perisic. Obviously he has had a cheeky move to Bayern Munich, which makes him in the Bundesliga basically. So obviously being a left mid, 84 rated, he's got a lot of competition, especially in the left wing position. I think Bailey, especially one of them in the Bundesliga, that is a very high opponent that he would come up against. And even his own teammate Coman is a very, very good option to go with in the left mid role, especially if you're looking at a Bundesliga team. He is Croatian, so he does have the links to Rakitic and Modric, which is always nice in the midfield area. Up front, it's Mandzukic mainly. That for me is and I suppose is it Rebel, the striker, or Jovic. So he's got a few links that actually to players that are somewhat usable, more starting usable than anything. He's got some nice stats as well. 84, obviously on the pace, which for left mids can be a little bit on the lower side, but still works very, very nice. And as well with the 82 dribbling, 80 passing, 78 pace, he's got a usable stat set, and that's something that I really like about him. He doesn't cost very much at all. He's coming in at around about 8.5k on the Xbox and just under 7 on the PlayStation. So that's always something very, very nice when it's looking at a starting team. And to be honest, I do like his pace. In game, I didn't see too much issue with it. Obviously, with a cut inside, he's very nice to have that anyway. And also, just his general ability around is quite decent. Obviously, shooting-wise, I found it was better than a few of the midfielders that I've played with. And that's something that definitely is kind of more to do with this card. Obviously, as well, with the pace not being as much, I expect to find other areas where he actually excels in. And I think shooting is definitely one of them. Heading-wise, he's average, I found that he did go up against quite a few people, managing to get them headers when kicking up from the keeper, which is always nice. He is 6'1" by all accounts, so that for me is a decent stat to have as well. And I found that in general he played nicely. I really did find that he was comfortable on the ball, not the quickest on moving. I found that sometimes he was a little bit bulky when moving around, but when you give him that space, he definitely pushes into it and can make a really nice pass or go ahead and score himself. So he did really well for me. I think he is definitely one of them starting players, if anything. So I wouldn't recommend to put him in your top god tier team. But as a lower rated player that can just sit in a team, maybe even just get a strong link with Alaba, Goretzka, some of them players, the Bundesliga side, even Lewandowski, obviously at his 90, he's that sort of player, I think. He does do well, and I think the versatility of him as well, coming from the midfield point of view, he can play the left mid, left wing ring role, but he can also play that cam and centre mid role if you wanted to kind of press your team in. Say if you're going on maybe more of a passing game, he can squeeze in and be more of a cam / CM. I do think that he can do that quite well, which is always nice to have in a player that has that versatility. 6 out of 10 for the value for coins. I think obviously after doing this graphic, it has dropped down a little bit, but it's still a very good card to get, and I think that's something that you kind of miss when you're not trying out all of these more average players for me. Obviously, I believe Coman is better. I think Coman is a very good example that he's very quick and has a good shot and can dribble as well. Very much like Perisic, but I think he does that one step more. And obviously, that's why his coin value is that little bit more expensive. But then I do think if you're looking under Perisic, I think Kostic is definitely less of a player than Perisic in my opinion. Foot champs wise, obviously we've done our first week, and I think personally he is a 5 out of 10 out of seeing everyone's squads in the foot champs. So for me, it all depends. I think if you're starting FIFA just out and you've not got enough coins to go ahead and go get a big boy player, I think he's definitely worth going to get. He's definitely an average striker, an average winger, to say all accounts, and 5 out of 10 for his overall. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button down below and also subscribe with the bell button on for more reviews. We're going to have a look at 6 o'clock, see if there's any content on this Sunday, but hopefully there will be something, probably not. If not, there will be another review up later on today, and then there'll be, obviously, going forward, another 2 every single day, and we will continue that, as it has been a little bit of a stop-start with, obviously, playing a lot more games than usual with this weekend league, and trying to get back into it, really. So, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed, and apart from that, I'll see you all for the next one. Have a good day, and I'll see you all for the next one.